that looks like politics then takes a backseat. What is it in it for me? Now, in Central Kenya or Mount Kenya, for example, the other problem will be what is it for us in this election? Both the leading candidates had their running mates from Central Kenya, that's Rigathi Gachagua and Martha Karua. However, the candidates for presidency, that is DP William Ruto and Raila Odinga, come from other regions, Rift Valley and just say Nyanza. And so for a long time, the mountain is used to voting for one of their own. Remember, Jeff, last time we were talking about Kumera, because of obvious reasons. But now, what is the impetus for me to go and vote? How am I related to Raila, or how am I related to William Ruto? So that I don't think there was that impetus for these voters in Mount Kenya to go and vote compared to before, apart from the other obvious economic reasons. Remembering, Jeff, that the narrative this time, you remember 2013, we were talking about ICC and all that. This time, the narrative was about the economy. Bottom up, 6,000 and all that. So with all these factors, I think Mount Kenya may have just decided this election, most of them, is not as important to us and how. And again, related to that is the general feeling in the country that, people have been participating in these elections all the time. I am a voter of 25 years. I have voted for 3 times. I am now 40 years. I can see the same MP who I have voted for 3 times. I'm now 40 years. I see no change. Is there going to be any change if I voted in 2022? In their own thinking, maybe no change. So let's just leave it. This is just like any other. Remembering that, as Joy also said, the youth in this election did not participate effectively as will be. But during the electioneering period, they were the ones making noise all over the place and, declaring to us that this is the way to go, this is the way to go. But during election time, yesterday, did you see them among those? Mostly you will see the 40 plus. And that was reflected even during the registration of voters. They actually registered in very low numbers. So Mount Kenya, I think, just followed, but more than any other region in this country because of the top echelons, that is the 2 leading figures, Raila Odinga and William Ruto, in which case they really didn't have a bigger stake in this election compared to, for example, if you look at the turnout in Rift Valley and Nyanza, so to speak, you will see they are in their 70s or above. So I think that compounded the fact, and this is what we are seeing in the numbers.
And Joy, what does a lower voter turnout mean? Who does it favor?
In this particular instance, it would favor the Azimio candidate because a high turnout in Central, given the percentages and the gaps that we're seeing, would have meant the gap between him and William Ruto would
issue is, we've been asked very many questions about how we are getting our results. I therefore, first of all, before I give you the numbers of this election, with the finality that comes with it, I want to take you through the process of how you've gotten the results we are about to make public. So in this room, there has been a dedicated team of young people who started first by getting out the vote and ensuring that they had the right people who got out the vote right from the ward and the polling stations. For instance, this is Mandera County. And on this Mandera County of Kezia and Mary, who've been working on Mandera County from day one when Kenyans went to the poll. They could tell you every 3 hours how the turnout was in Mandera. And at the closure of the polling station, we were able to know the turnout in Mandera. As we speak, as of this morning, when there was a changeover of the people seated here because they also work in shifts, we had the entire full result, which we've now tabulated on an Excel form and is now being uploaded onto our public portal. And that has given us the results of this election. So this is Mandera, and this is Marsabit. I just want to take you through a few counties just for you to see there's actually work going on. If I can ask my cameraman just to look at the kind of work that's being done over here. It is intense, and the concentration is serious. They not only do our results, but they also look at what IEBC is also transmitting, and beyond that, we are also able to look at other sources of information and combine them into one and come up. For instance, I just go back a bit, my brother. Just get one form out on that. This is the IEBC site, which of course some of you know about, and that's the form, the official form uploaded by IEBC, which a few minutes ago the IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati has said these forms are already online, basically giving a stamp of approval on these forms on the IEBC website. So this is one of the sources of the information. The second sources of information that we have is what is coming from our own agents, who are structured in an WhatsApp. They're structured in a WhatsApp group, and they're also structured around physical calls and the call center, which will show you as we go on. So this is Isiolo. And again, for instance, this is Isiolo, and you have the polling stations that are in Isiolo North and the constituencies thereof. So you can pick any of them and click, and then it gives you that. And this is the IEBC, which is now the process that's going on, the downloading of all those forms that exist there. Then from there, this process goes on. At this point, these are the counties, the 47 counties that are receiving. This process goes on here, goes on all the way as this is Siaya, for instance, which is then also doing the same process, getting both the UDA. Just open this UDA, the UDA bit on this side. Okay, you see now these are the results that are coming on our portal, and these are the results coming on the IEBC portal. So from the UDA side, you're able to get the copy, you're able to extract an Excel, a CSV, and a PDF from our own results. And then you compare with the results that are coming from the IEBC, and then you come up with what is exactly there from the polling stations. It's an intense process, taking a lot of people who... this is Kisumu, Busia? Kisumu. And this is now Kisumu. And the same process is going on right here. And as you can see, it takes a lot of concentration, takes a lot of work, and these are not only people who we are not sitting somewhere and developing numbers and putting them online like some people from our competitor side are doing and trying to excite masses. It is evidence driven. A lot of hard work has been put in by a group of young people, and that is the counties. Basically, you can show them on this side just to have a view, just as a backshot, or to have a view of what exactly is happening. What exactly is happening around here? This is Kilifi, as you can clearly see on the labeling there, and the rest of it, which is basically county. Now I want to take you to the constituency side, this way. On this side, you have the 290 constituencies staffed to the man or to the woman, if you like. And on this side, you get the same process that you have seen on the side of the counties, with the figures coming and people tabulating it, verifying and updating both on the portal publicly and on the portal privately, so that then you are able to come up with forms in both our strongholds. It's divided into three. There is strongholds, there is a shared, or what you'd call battlegrounds, and then there is the strongholds of our opponents. And all that data comes to a central place. It is that's now the verification part one, which is what is happening in the whole of this place. And then maybe you can show a better concentration of it here. Hello guys, you're well? Fantastic. These Abo have worked with us getting out the vote. After getting out the vote, they transformed themselves into ensuring the turnout was okay, and now they are tallying, doing comparative analysis, looking at the forms. By the way, it's good to mention here, as we will mention later, that there are actually some places where there was 110% turnout in a few places in our opponents' in our opponents' strongholds, which are going to flag out and show.